wrong? Hi. What's wrong? All right, so I am about to make my maple macadamia nut fat bombs that I've only made once before, and actually I'm making them a little bit differently this time, so we'll see how this works. But what you would need for these is a half a cup of coconut oil. I'm going to use a tablespoon of the Torani sugar-free French vanilla, and I'm going to use a tablespoon of, I know, this Walden Farms caramel syrup. Oh, actually, I'm using the maple one, so I will get the maple one instead. But yeah, I know, it's probably horrible for me, and I probably need to stop eating these or using this product, but it does add some good flavor to the fat bomb. So I'm not quite there yet, and I will be soon. So again, you could use caramel, but I'm going to go switch it out for the maple. And then we need half a cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm going to use about 10 drops of liquid stevia, and I'm going to top each fat bomb with a macadamia nut, and you need 4 ounces of cream cheese, and I will show you how to make them. Hello. So like I said, I'm going to be making my maple macadamia nut fat bombs, and so to start, actually I used a little bit more coconut oil than I need to, but what I've done is I have my 4 ounces of cream cheese in this bowl, and I have my coconut oil measured out. Actually I used a little bit more, so you should use half a cup of coconut oil. So I'm going to take a little bit out, and I am just going to go and melt these in the microwave for a little bit. They are like the easiest fat bomb recipe ever. It's like that base. I think a lot of people probably just use this base where it's, you know, coconut oil, cream cheese, heavy whipping cream, and you can pretty much add anything to it to give it a good flavor. So I am addicted to macadamia nuts. I love these so much. So anyway, I'm going to go and melt these in the microwave for a few minutes and then start adding everything to my bowl, and I'll just kind of show you what that looks like. So now I have my cream cheese that is a little bit soft, sticking in the bowl. I've got my coconut oil, half a cup, pouring that in the bowl. And then I'm going to do my half a cup of heavy whipping cream, which I need to put on our shopping list. Half a cup of heavy whipping cream. I've been eating these fat bombs like every day this week. Like after my first meal, I keep having 3 fat bombs after my meal, and it's like totally satisfies my sweet tooth and then gives me some extra fat. They're super good. I forgot my tablespoon. Hold on. All right. So I'm going to do my tablespoon of my French vanilla Torani sugar-free syrup. which, yeah, you could use any flavor of this. Sometimes I make them with just the Torani syrup and I don't put anything else in. I've now got my, I know, chemical farms. I know it's awful. It's so bad for me and I need to stop. When these, maybe when my stash is done, I won't get any more and I'll try to, you know, use some alternatives. But, oh, well, good thing I'm only using a tablespoon because that's all I have left. So, perfect. Last time I did these, instead of doing all the coconut oil, I did like, I think I did a 1/4 cup coconut oil and then 2 tablespoons of butter. But I do find when you make it with butter, it they melt a lot quicker. They don't stay frozen as long and the texture is a little bit different. So I think I like this texture a little bit better, but they were still really good with the butter too. So I'm going to do 10 drops of my liquid stevia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, squirts, not really drops. So, super simple. So now I'm just going to take this over and I'm going to mix it up in my KitchenAid mixer that I got for Valentine's Day that I love. I'm going to mix that up and then I will be pouring it into my molds, which I just figured out a new way to make that so much easier. So I will show you that. So I finished mixing my batter and my new technique, and this is probably like so common knowledge to most people, but I don't know why I just started doing this recently. But in order to pour my mixture nicely into my molds, I now pour it into this measuring cup. I think the reason I never used to do it was because I never used to melt or soften the cream cheese in the coconut oil, so my batter was a little bit thicker. And actually it's a little thicker today too, but maybe it's the coconut oil. Maybe when I do the butter it's a little bit softer. But anyway, I have these molds that I love. I think I bought them at IKEA. So now I'm just going to go ahead and I pour the batter into each one. Yeah, it's so much nicer to do it this way. I used to just spoon it out and then it would get real messy. And then I'd also like eat half of the batter while I was doing it. Because I'd be like, oh, it's on the spoon. I'm just going to put that in my mouth. Oh, I put way too much in that one, but that's okay. Because I also have my handy spatula that I bought at IKEA. I love IKEA. Especially for like little, I don't know. Like I love that last section before you go to the checkout that has like the dishes and all the little, you know, things like the spatulas and the cutting boards and the ice cube trays. And, you know, every time I'm there, I'm like, well, I could use a new cutting board. I could use, you know, I just love it. And their pictures and their frames and yeah. I always wanted an IKEA bed, but I have not bought it. I used to have IKEA furniture when I first was living. This was back like my first 2 years of teaching, and I was living in an apartment in Atlanta. And of course, there was an IKEA in Atlanta, and I bought the Malm. Is anybody familiar with the Malm set? And I bought the dresser and the end tables and put them together myself, all by myself. I swear it took me like 2 weekends to do it, but I did it. And that, we still have the end tables. Like the dresser finally gave up the biscuit when I moved to Arizona. But like those things survived, golly, like 8 moves. Maybe not 8 moves. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 moves after I made them. So, I mean, they were like super, you know, I don't know, sturdy. I guess I put it together really well too, right? So anyway, I'm pouring these all in there. Usually I get like, I don't know, anywhere between, let's see, there's 9, I have 9 molds within each tray. And I usually get at least 2, so I usually get 18. And then and then 2 extra, so 20. So I've now poured them into there. This one doesn't look as pretty. I've poured them into there, and I do a little, like, you know, slappity slap to make them even. My last one looks really bad, but it's all right. I'm gonna like scoop it in there and then try to get a little bit more from that one. Perfect. So I've got them like this, and now all I'm gonna do is take a macadamia nut and put one, because this makes them so good, a little crunch. I'm going to put one macadamia nut, one little lonely macadamia nut on each fat bomb. I love them. So, oh my gosh. I am showing extreme restraint right now by not shoving these macadamia nuts in my mouth. They are my weakness, and I can eat like a lot of them if I'm not careful. So I do try very hard to measure them out. And there they are. And then I just put them in the freezer, and they freeze up pretty quick. And then I'll just go and pop them all out into a Tupperware and have them for the week. And I usually have like 3 at a time. And I do have the macros for them, so I may include those at the end, but I'm trying not to be so anal about the macros. So anyway, they are just filled with good fats and very, like, there's like no carbs in them, like very little, a little bit from the macadamia nut, you know. But yeah, they are delicious, so maybe you will try them.